Welcome back to our ongoing chronicle, Vampire the Masquerade, New Orleans by Night. This is chapter 13 of our story. Normally we go around and give synopsis, but since we're just getting back into the swing of things and we had the incident, if you listened to our last episode with the water being poured into the audio board by yours truly, we are going to not do that this session, but I will give you a brief Cliff Notes version if you haven't listened to that or whatever. It's been a week. So basically, we introduced a new character, Robert Stokely. It is being played by a good friend of ours, Jeff. And so he will be joining us throughout the story now. Andre met him by going to meet with the Nosferatu. During that meeting, he found out that Robert Carter actually works with the Nosferatu and that a number of the New Orleans Special Task Force do as well. In fact, all of them from what the Nosferatu were saying. So he spelled it out that it was the New Orleans Special Task Force Emergency Response and Tactical Unit, which if you take the T out or leave it in, spells Nosferatu and is an acronym. And so, it's kind of a nail on the head discovery there. So after learning about this, Bob and Andre agreed that they needed to go talk to the coterie about the thin blood problem, since that's what they were discussing that night. Andre was discussing with the Nosferatu, and Bob was conscripted basically to help since he has experience dealing with the Sabbat. They revealed this information to Vicenta and Iris, and
very rudely.
Yeah, yes. Very rudely, but very vampiric.
They be shady.
Yeah. And so they all agree that they are going to have to take action against the Thin Bloods. And where we left off in the story was the discussion of what to do. And it is in that same discussion, very, very late into the night, getting a little close to dawn, that we find ourselves still discussing matters. And I will let the players take over at this point and continue their discussion.
Have other people started to arrive to pick up the funeral home?
At this point, no. But remember that we are in media res. Basically, we're joining back where we left everything off.
Gotcha.
So it's not several hours later.
Oh, okay. Yeah. My bad. I'm sorry. My brain did not compute that.
It's okay.
I apologize.
It's okay. So yeah, it's just a continuation. It's basically, we stopped mid-beat.
We stopped and then we were, okay,
right.
My bad. Yep, gotcha. Well, as I said, I will need to go to Lafayette Cemetery to hopefully procure some assistance for our scouting.
I don't think you have time to do that
No, not this evening, of course, Mr. Stokely. Stokely, was it?
Stokely.
Well, we need to do it quickly, so just
They can be
tomorrow.
done.
Or later tonight, I guess I should say.
Yes.
Okay, well...
Myself and Ignacio, we can handle that.
Yeah.
I guess there's nothing really much else we can do until we find out more about the building. I'll check in with Winston. Maybe by tomorrow he'll have more information on the building itself and who owns it and whatnot.
Sounds like you have a plan. Does anybody have to add anything or want to discuss anything else?
Iris, will you be comfortable returning to your residence?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I need to get back in case they're watching me.
Well, it does appear that they are, well...
More than not. He looks at Bob all suspicious.
Exactly, my dear. Exactly. Vicenta kind of joins you in the side eye.
Yeah, I'm gonna head back. I think it might be best if I just go about my business. Guess the SI aren't coming for me, but if I end up on fire and eating sheep's blood, y'all know who did it.
My dear, I don't think they were.
Very specific.
you would know. Narc. Sorry.
I think Bob would ask Mr. Ducard for a ride back to his haven.
And he'll oblige.
Okay. So off the two of you go. Did you have anything you want to discuss privately with him?
Yeah, on the way there, I think I would explain a little bit more about what I know about the sun thin bloods, about the fact that they are, it's not a instantaneous, they touch you and you start to burn up. It's more in the fact that what I had seen was they were kind of swarmed a kindred and overwhelmed him, instead of, it's not just instantly, oh, they touch you, you burn up and die.
So then we technically could go in, but we have to be stealthier about it and try to not get overwhelmed.
Yeah, and there is the matter that there are a number of individuals that are not kindred there as well.
Are we worried about a masquerade breach?
We should probably be at least concerned. Out of character, didn't we talk about that? We thought that those were possibly
Ghouls.
Yeah, no, not ghouls.
Shovel heads?
Oh, we did talk about that too. We talked about a lot of stuff.
It was they were
Drugged?
yeah, they looked like they were on drugs, kind of, or something. Because this was the people that ran the methadone clinic.
Yes. We talked about the possibility they were drugged, that they were ghouled, or that they're fellow shovelheads.
Yeah,
I think that had all happened after the game was over.
Yeah, there was a brief discussion about that. But yes, thank you for bringing that up.
Yes.
yeah, and so
I don't know. We're just spitballing at this point until we find out what's actually happening in there, but we just hide in the shadows or something.
I think some of us are very good at that.
I don't know. I didn't have anything else.
That's fine. So yeah,
I don't have my script in front of me. I don't know what to say.
It's hard to think of stuff now.
Yeah, you spoiled.
Now we're really doing it again. It's hard.
Yeah.
Wow, Andre's character development really plummeted.
He seemed really on it last session.
So I mean, you guys can sit there in relative silence. It seems like Bob's a man of.
Yeah, Bob wouldn't talk too much.
Yeah, I
after
mean, he says what he needs to say when he needs to say it. That's what I'm gathering.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Andre's just kind of contemplating.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I'm in this situation where until we have more information, there's like nothing else that we can really say about it that I can think of.
Well, where does he drop you off?
Ooh, that's a great question.
In the not the lower ninth ward, there is a little shop at the front that says the name of it is I'm trying to think of a name for the investigation, but it's basically just a PI place. And as far as you see, it's just a front or just a storefront that has, like I don't even know what we want to call it, investigations.
Oh, so you're a dick.
Damn it, Andre.
With that, Bob kind of looks, chuckles. Yeah.
And then off you go inside to rest for the night. I'm supposing it is getting close to daybreak. Not like, oh my God, I better drive fast, but and like if you don't, you got about an hour and a half. Okay, and the two of you are retiring for the evening.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna thank Vicenta for letting me stay over and letting me hide from the cops. Bye to her and bye Goliath.
Bye.
Goliath?
All right. So are you doing anything? Are you doing anything before you go to bed?
No.
She's just going straight to bed.
I'm explaining Goliath is my name for him because he's a gargoyle and that's the gargoyle at gargoyles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That man's a gargoyle.
Yeah. All right. I need Vicenta.
Mm-hmm.
I need Ig. And I'll do it. And I need Iris to all make willpower checks.
The fuck?
Current or total?
Current.
Does that use a hunger dice?
Nope.
You're dead. You're all dead.
It's CSI. I got one of these is the number dice. Never mind.
Okay, reroll that.
1.
I got 2.
That's enough.
For me?
For you, and especially Ick. And then this is what I'll need you to do a rouse check.
Okay.
Me too?
Not yet.
Okay.
We'll get to you.
I got hungrier.
Okay, mark it.
Okay.
I'll do Ig. He did as well.
Uh-oh. Shit.
You, from an unimaginable darkness, the feeling of emptiness, feels shaking. You know it's not time to wake. And around you, as you come to, smoke billows.
What the fuck?
And he's like, get the fuck up! Get up! Get up! Get up!
Okay. I'm up. Where the fuck?
You are asleep. But you do, in your dreams, feel like summer sun. And
I'm dreaming of Erasmus in the desert. How about?
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
You went home to your building, didn't you?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's in the same.
Oh,
They're
fuck.
right next to
Okay.
each other.
Yeah, got you. Okay. I don't know where the fuck we're gonna go.
Honk, shoo. Me.
He's just like. So now I need you to give me another willpower check.
Okay.
He really did set me on fire. What the fuck?
Where's the sheep's blood?
Weird
Yeah.
boy. Gonna die.
No, the sheep's blood was after.
3 successes.
You're good. So is he.
Okay.
You managed to resist Roth check, which is the terror frenzy.
Yep.
And you realize there is fire. You can hear from downstairs various people shouting, and the sounds of people trying to the day crew trying to put stuff out.
Mm-hmm.
And you can hear screaming, "Why? What's going on? Who are these people? What the fuck?"
It's the
Oh
thin
my God.
bloods. Those motherfuckers.
No way.
And you hear sounds of footsteps trudging upstairs.
Okay.
And bursting through the door with wet blankets is Quentin.
Oh, that's
And
a
he's
real
like, "Come
bro.
on, please hurry."
Oh, go, we're
He's like,
coming.
don't look.
Okay.
I've got to make a roll for him.
Okay. For Quentin,
Mm-hmm.
I am so sorry, Quentin. I fucked you up
He's
so
a real
bad.
one.
So he is, moving you, and he's like, we're going to have to put you in to one of the,
Ig's with us, right?
yeah, into one of the cold storage, into one of the slabs.
Okay.
It's the only room not burning right now. I'm sorry.
fine. It's
I'm
fine.
sorry.
It's
Get
fine.
in there. Where's your friend?
Next door.
Okay. I'm going.
Oh, new best friends.
I need you to make another willpower check for me, Monica.
What?
I need you to
Willpower?
make another willpower check.
She'll send Renzo as the door closes. That's her other touchstone she doesn't like.
Okay.
It's her brother she doesn't like.
None.
Didn't you say
Okay.
before we started that he was going
God
to
damn it.
destroy your haven after you put a point with that?
Yes, I did. But I've got 4 points in it, so I apparently better get a sick new one.
So you are going to take a
Unbelievable.
point of aggravated damage.
Oh, shit.
God.
All right.
As you
aggravated.
awaken
Is
to-
that an X in my health bar?
Yes.
Okay.
As you awaken to the flames licking the feet of your bed.
Damn it. I'm so sorry, Iris. I should have had you stay over.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Oh, y'all should've
She's
went to
just
Tony
screaming.
C's.
She's
Yeah. Now you
panicked.
make your
Absolutely.
rouse check
She.
and make another willpower check.
How do I do rouse again?
Just roll one dice,
Oh yeah.
black dice. If you get it, you're not hungry.
Okay. And then a willpower. You said.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. She's. Oh, that looks good.
You got 3 successes.
You're managing to keep it together, but you
Holy
are terrified.
Fuck.
You're building. The building is while the whole building is not ablaze and going. You notice that from below you, fire has come up and is starting to lick the floorboards.
And it's daytime outside.
It is.
What
Now,
would you
I'm
have?
sure-
Fuck would I
would
do?
you
I'm
have
sure
a-
your room is protected from daylight.
No, I know, but I'm wondering like how I would know if it is daylight if I had like the
Well, the
windows
fact
boarded
that you
out.
had to rouse the blood and make a willpower
So
check
I, like,
to wake
know?
up. You know, in
Okay.
the pit of your stomach, you're
Okay.
not
It's probably
supposed to be.
instinct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's instinct that you're not supposed to be waking up
And
right now.
even if you had blacked out curtains, you could see light. Probably.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You could see a little light come out.
Well,
of them.
You can hear the sound of sirens in the distance.
Your apartment, they have to have like fire escapes and stuff,
They
don't
do
they?
outside.
I can't go outside.
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking for someone else.
Oh, right. Jesus Christ. What's she gonna do? She's probably more scared of fire than of the sun, so she will
Bundle up? Are you going to try to bundle
get
up?
a coat on. I don't know. Casey's hat.
Okay.
I don't know if this works like Spike on Buffy, but she's gonna try it.
Oh God.
God, Quentin, be fast.
All right.
Renzo, somebody be fast.
What the fuck else am I supposed to do?
I get it. I don't know what the fuck else you're supposed to
You got
do.
another character sheet?
Do I have a fridge?
Huh?
Do I have a fridge
You do?
downstairs?
Upstairs.
Upstairs.
You're in your
A
apartment.
full
Yeah.
fridge? I feel like I would have a mini, but
I remember Erasmus doing something with it.
It
Vaguely.
probably came with the apartment. It was probably a full fridge.
all right, I'm gonna start taking what meager shit is in the fridge. Can't be much. and
Okay.
Tearing the shelves out.
Okay.
Fuck
Give
with
me.
full fridges. I only got a
Give me
mini fridge.
dex. Give me
That I wouldn't.
dex.
That my character wouldn't have a full fridge. I'm gonna die. What'd you say?
Give me dex plus athletics.
Okay.
Or actually survival.
Good.
If
What do I do?
dex plus
Willpower?
athletics is better, you can do it instead.
No.
Okay.
How do I
Dex plus
do
athletics
willpower?
do what?
How do I do
Willpower lets you re-roll dice.
So you can rouse the blood to give you extra dice.
You can. And if you do that, let's see. You're at blood potency 1.
Yes. You are.
Okay. I don't know.
I'm pretty
Yes.
sure you are.
Yes.
Wait.
You
Yes,
can
I'm
rouse
at
the blood
1.
to add 2 dice.
I had 2 dice,
Yes.
but I could get hungry.
I don't think
I
it
want
matters.
out. I want out. Rousing, fail
Okay, so you get hungry by 1.
by 1,
So
but I
you're-
still get 2 dice.
You do.
I think we should blame this on Andre for not having proper fire suppression systems installed.
You know?
It's a work in progress.
3.
Yes, so you manage with supernatural
fucking
speed
God.
since you have roused the blood just to start throwing stuff out of there,
Okay.
in a panic. And you are doing what?
Getting in the fridge.
Like Indiana
Okay.
Jones.
All right.
Yeah. Now Quentin's gonna be like, she's not there.
Fortunately, this fridge was not built in the same era that you were created, as you would be locked in there.
Oh, is
But,
that true?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, 'cause
Lots
I
of
had
kids used to die from it.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yep. So, yeah, you are in there. You can feel it getting hotter and hotter.
And then Quentin's gonna show up.
And
like,
you
"She's
hear,
not there."
you hear, Miss Iris,
Aw.
hello.
I will crack open the door. It's
Okay.
like, who is that?
It's enough. I'll give it to him. He's like, where are you?
I'm in the fridge. Help me.
Okay.
Wait, have I met him before?
Twice.
Okay, just checking. Just checking it was that same guy. Because otherwise I'd be like, who the fuck are you?
No, you wouldn't.
Okay,
It's on
yeah.
fire.
But he could be an SI trying to lure me out into the fire.
Stop what you're doing right there. We need to talk.
There's fire going on.
Wow. It's fine. Don't worry about that. We have a conversation.
Well, I guess I will get out
Okay.
slowly. Because I'm like, what is he going to do?
Alrighty. So I need you to give me Dex plus Athletics again.
1.
Okay.
Can you do willpower?
Yeah.
Probably need
Your
to.
rolls are shit right now.
Yeah. I only have 2 dice for that roll.
Did you rouse? Or is it the
Dee, would
same
you do
ship?
me a favor? Would you look up damage from daylight in the book?
Yep.
Out I go.
Okay.
Yeah, my other one. I didn't rouse for this one because
I'm
I.
so
okay.
sorry.
It's
It's
okay. I felt more confident, but that was wrong.
Okay. So you will take 1 point of aggravated damage as fire licks at you as you run through the halls in a panic.
Doesn't rouse last for the entire scene?
Yes.
I think you're right. Yes.
It does.
So actually roll 2 more dice.
Oh.
We may retcon this.
Okay.
It does. You are correct. Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah, I'm glad Jeff's
Yes. Remove that.
here. Woohoo!
Woo!
Yep.
I'm sorry. This is taking me a hot minute.
It's okay.
A really hot minute.
Oh.
So he comes running up to you and he's got a blanket that looks like it's been soaked in water
Okay.
And he's like, we got to get you to the morgue.
Okay.
And he's like, I'll try as fast as I can.
Okay.
Can I carry you? Is that okay?
I look at his old ass and I'm like, can you?
He looks like he's taking care of himself.
All right. I say, yeah.
He's shredded.
So he picks you
New
up.
love interest. You're going to fuck the Senna's brother.
Please go there.
Oh, yeah. Can we make him a silver fox?
Yeah. Is he hot?
So
For a 60-year-old man, yes.
Oh, I thought
so
he. Okay.
he's
sweet.
wrapped you
All right.
up.
Okay.
But
Who
you
am I
hear him
picturing?
screaming and just
Oh, fuck.
as he's running down the stairs. As he gets to the bottom, he drops you and you go rolling. Give me Dex plus
Stop and
athletics.
roll. He's just trying to save me. That's all.
So my touchstone just died.
No.
Okay.
You said Dex plus athletics, and I still got my Rousey round.
Yes.
2.
Let me get my phone. I'm like,
It's fine. So yes, you will not get fully exposed to the sun. You do manage to grab the blanket in time and wrap it around you as you go rolling out the front. You've not experienced the warmth of the daylight in quite some time.
Whoa.
When you were alive, it would have brought you comfort.
Yeah.
However, now that is not the case. I need another willpower check.
Oh my lord. I assume my rouse does
Yes, it stays in. Yes.
It's so I get two more.
For willpower?
Yeah.
Oh, willpower check. No, not for a willpower check. No.
1.
1. You are afraid beyond belief, but you have enough composure to get to the door
Damn.
of the morgue instead of just fleeing off in terror in a random direction.
Cool.
We will, as D looks that up, we're going to take a step back and see what you suffer as, you're running to the door because it's, you're running from the front around the back because there's not a way through. It's a divided building.
Did Quentin follow her out?
Yeah.
You don't know.
I'm scared he tripped or he broke his silver fox.
I thought we just found out if he was hot.
I know. Is he
Oh,
still
he's hot.
God damn it. He's a hunk of burning love right there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Quentin.
It's okay.
I really cannot find it.
So anyway, you do manage. You hear voices, this way, this way, this way. And you manage to make it in. There will be a little bit of damage from the sunlight.
Okay.
Just depend on how long you're exposed to it. But you manage to make it in and they're guiding you, as smoke is coming off the, I guess, like Spike and Buffy, smoke is just steaming off the blanket and you're just freaking out. But they're like, please in here and here. We've got it under control in this building.
Okay.
And
who are these people?
you have never seen them before.
I'm probably too scared. I'm just
Okay.
because I recognize that I'm in the place.
You do know
so
where you are.
I
Yes.
probably feel slightly more comfortable.
Yes. So, they slide open one of those, carts on the mortuary table and, slide you into a spot.
Okay.
And you are hurt. It's bad. You're not asleep right now, even though it's the middle of the day. What are you thinking? What's going through your mind?
Cheap blood. They're going to put cheap blood in here and they're going to do tests.
Okay.
So the sunlight does direct sunlight is aggravated health damage equal to your bane severity per turn.
Okay.
Mine's 1.
So your bane severity is what?
1.
So because it's direct, but you are covered, I'm just going to give you basically a chance dice. So roll a dice, and if you get an onk on it, you manage to get there in time.
Nope.
All right, you will take 1 aggravated.
Okay.
And I mean, you're burnt badly, but you can hear from outside the sound of fire trucks pulling up, and the sound of people. You can too if you're still awake, Vicenta. And you can hear, the panic sounds of trying to get a fire under control. The room gradually gets warmer and warmer and warmer. I need you to make a willpower check for me, both of you.
Does my... Oh, no rest.
No.
2.
Okay.
one.
That's fine. You managed to keep it together enough, even though you're screaming at the top of your lungs. It's all you can do not to burst from the, from inside that box.
Yeah.
And, run screaming to get away from this.
Yeah.
But you managed to keep your beast quelled long enough. You can hear Ig doing the same thing and just pounding against the side of the, and at that point you hear from outside, are there people in there? Is anyone alive in there? And they're like, no. It's just, we think it's rats.
That's gas.
And,
It's right.
That's disgusting.
and they lie well.
Wow.
And they're
Hey,
like,
are they
accepted?
accepted?
and they're like, oh, okay. And, you can hear the sound of water being sprayed, and then it begins to cool off some. Are you trying to go back to sleep? Or are you staying awake?
I'm going to try to stay awake.
I'm fully staying awake. I'm terrified.
Finally, several hours later, when we come to you all, you both can make rouse checks.
Let's see what my buddies are up to.
I get hungry.
Okay. All right.
Oh, it's a feeding night.
So, finally, give me a woman name that works there. Do you have one?
Yeah. Hang on. I have a whole fucking list.
I knew you did. That's why I asked.
Prima Duncern. She is a sibling to
what?
Quentin.
What is that?
Prima.
Prima Duncern.
Yeah.
Duncern.
Duncern's
Yes.
the
I
last
thought that
name.
was her full name, her
No.
first name. Prima
No, that is her
Duncern.
first
Prima.
and her last name. That is
Gotcha.
Quentin and Vicenta's sister.
Okay. Can you describe what she looks like?
She is an older woman.
She hot?
Sure. She is 2 years younger than Quentin, 4 years younger than what Persephone would be. So she's in her late 50s.
Uh-huh.
She looks like what Persephone would probably look like if she had aged. So she's, dark hair, lots of silver gray in it, green eyes.
Yeah.
Just
And what's her birthday?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
She's looking it up. Don't ask her that. She probably knows.
I can give you a birth year.
No.
Tell me one child.
Well, anyway, moving forward. She opens all of them and she's like, are you all right?
What happened, Prima?
Some people came by in the morning or right before 11 or so, and they pulled up. They were all wearing hoods and bandages taped all over their arms and everything. And they threw a bunch of Molotovs at the building. No, they were screaming as they threw the Molotovs, but they threw them. I think they were your kind. But I don't know how they were in the sun. But they peeled off in a vehicle that had, aluminum foil on the windshield and windows. And they left this. They threw this as well.
What is it? Vincenta looks at it.
And it's a rock with something painted on it.
What's painted on it?
It says, now you will burn.
Vicenta starts cursing in Venetian.
And then if you flip it over, it says an eye for an eye.
Oh, it's lactose.
She's grown very intolerant.
It is very.
I'm feeling a little lactose intolerant right now.
And she pulls you out as well.
No. I don't want to drink it. Don't make me drink it. No.
And you see a woman you don't recognize.
No.
But she does look like Persephone.
Yeah, and then you see her and Ig standing there.
What happened?
Vicenta's trying everything not to just let her beast absolutely go apeshit.
Well, upon seeing her injured, go ahead and give me a willpower check.
Oh, fuck. I gotta open my goddamn mouth.
No, that's accurate. Thank you for opening your goddamn mouth.
I have 2 successes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to hold on to that because it will be a success for her, but it will be a failure for the next news you hear.
What?
Prima goes,
No.
Quentin.
No.
He's in the hospital.
Oh, okay.
He's burned pretty badly.
Oh, shit.
He's stable, but the doctors don't know how many grafts they're going to have to take. And
Who's with him now?
she names some other family members,
Double it.
Okay.
Double the amount. I want them guarded day and night. I don't care what you have to sneak into that hospital.
And at that, you start to throw things and scream, and your beast begins to take hold, and you feel it just they will pay. They will pay with their lives. They will not see another night. And, you're just throwing stuff and screaming and, cussing in whatever language comes to mind. And you're watching all this happen. How are you feeling?
Kind of dazed. She feels bad because she knows Quentin was the one who got her out of there. And she wishes she could go be with him and repay him, but she knows she can't.
Yeah.
And also, she's probably just now realizing all the damage to her and being like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. How many did you take in that?
2 aggravated.
Yeah. So you're burnt pretty good. It's not as bad as it could have been.
Yeah.
But it's
Thanks to Quentin.
It's pretty rough. Are you going to contact them? Either of you, for that matter.
What time is it?
It's night now.
It's
very,
night now?
Very early in the night.
Oh, right. They had to.
I will send. Well,
Yeah.
Am I done having my fit?
Yes. After a few minutes.
Okay. Prima, contact our landlord, Mr. Ducard, and tell him to get here immediately, please.
Okay. Yes, right away. All right. Andre, you are awoken by Winston, gently placing his arm on you and saying, sir, there have been a number of people trying to reach you. Sierra spoke briefly to someone. Apparently there's been an incident at
another one
at your facility, at your rental property.
Oh God, what did they do this time?
The mortuary. There appears to have been a fire.
A fire?
Yes.
Okay. Fuck. Did you find out anything about that power plant?
Damn, Andre, so cool.
A little bit. It's just New Orleans Power and Light. It seems like a facility that's running. There's been a number of people complaining about their service not being as regular the past few weeks.
Does it say anything about how many employees they have?
Yes, around 400.
Okay.
At that branch?
No.
Just total.
Total.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know. I guess just keep looking. I have to go.
Yeah, I'll find some more out. I will.
Okay.
Anybody I need to get a hold of?
If you could contact Robert Stokely.
Okay. The new one.
That's the
that you're
new
working
guy.
with?
Yes.
The Nosferatu, right? Is that what they're called?
Yes. Fuck, how'd I get a hold of him?
I'm assuming I would have gave you some way to contact
Okay.
him.
Well, you saw the name of his shop.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
probably listed.
So I'll just say, whatever. I give Winston the contact,
Sure.
essentially.
Yeah.
Tell him that I'm on my way to pick him up.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Or-
nice.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do what?
I said, that's nice.
Yeah. So, yeah, he says, okay, I'll give him a call. And you get a call from a number you don't recognize at the agency. And a guy answers, says, I'm trying to find Robert Stokely.
Okay.
Is this him?
Maybe.
Okay. Well, I need to leave him a message. Mr. Andre Ducard is looking for him and needs to speak with him. It's about an issue that happened last night.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Is he coming here?
I think so, sir. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bob's hysterical.
All right, so you go pick him up. All right. Do you want to fast forward? Anything you need to say to each other?
The only thing I would have notified Kiki or Shakidra that to be ready in case we need her.
She says she will be.
I'm just telling Robert about the that there has been a fire at the incident, or at the resident, whatever, the fucking funeral home.
Yeah.
There's always something.
Yeah, there's always something. Well,
You arrive to the burnout storefront of the bookstore / tarot shop. Not very much left of it.
Oh,
You
what
probably have insurance.
the fuck?
I had a lot of cool shit.
Yeah.
You notice the windows, you don't know if it's from the fire or what, but they've all been smashed out. The funeral home stands. You see, crime tape, caution, do not enter, type stuff. But you can see people moving stuff around, even this late at night, trying to clean out what's left in there.
Okay, I'm gonna go into the funeral home.
Okay. All right. There you see a number of people very similar in build and complexion, hair color to Vicenta and Ig. And you see, of course, her. You see Iris. You see Ignacio.
I'm assuming I would need to go in the shadow, so I'll give you a rouse check.
Yes, please.
Hungry or still?
Okay.
Uh-oh.
What's your hunger at?
3.
Okay.
We're all at like hunger 3.
Okay.
Gonna be one of those nights.
Just grab my big book of victims here.
Okay, so I'm just gonna be like, what happened here? Who did this?
Vicenta starts telling you, but she's so pissed off and angry that it's in a language that you don't really understand. It may be Italian. It almost sounds like it's old Italian and new Italian and all sorts of shit coming out. You hear some words in English.
Okay.
But she's just pissed.
Okay. Is Iris there?
Huh?
Iris, what happened?
Fire.
Right. Do you know who did this? How did this happen? When did this happen?
Vicenta comes and she just this rock right in front of you. Like, she's not mad at you, but just
Right.
And on the rock, on one side, it says, "You will burn." And on the back, it says, "An eye for an eye."
Can I take a
It's
closer,
always lupus.
I think I would whisper can we clear the room?
because they've
You
got
hear
work.
that whisper from your shoulder.
They've all got work they got to do, right?
To a greater or lesser degree. I mean,
Okay.
they've been here taking care of this most of the day. You could send them home.
She
Or we could find a private place to speak.
what she does is she yells out in modern Italian, "You hear nothing, you see nothing,"
Okay.
and just they
Some of them understand, some of them don't. You have people that have been hired. This is at the point you realize you don't know some of them. Out of necessity or otherwise. Most of them you
Oh.
do, some of them you don't.
the ones that she doesn't, she goes, you, and you. You may go home. Thank you for your service.
Okay, they nod and the others nod too. Then they kind of turn their backs like they're looking to do other things.
Mr. Stokely.
Okay, I want to take a really good look at the rock. I want to pick it up and see if there's anything I can tell by investigating it.
Sure. So give me wits plus investigation. And be sure to add your hunger dice in
Yep.
there.
4.
4? Okay. So Yeah, you can tell that this has been done with blood, with a little bit of like mixed into paint, so it doesn't just turn dark red. You can't read it, but you can definitely tell from the hue of it. A point was being made with it being blood. With it being this. You can also tell that this rock is likely a large rock that's from a gravel quarry, meaning that it would be pulled from a place that has had gravel delivered to it, or from a quarry itself. The only other thing that kind of stands out is that you notice there are little bitty flecks of barely noticed, but you did so well, a little bitty flecks of skin that might have been slightly burnt on this rock.
So this was written in blood and paint mixed. I don't know if our Tremere friends can do anything with that. It's from some sort of quarry, and there appears to be maybe some flecks of burnt skin on it as he's holding it really close to his face.
And those children of the dusk.
Thin bloods. So,
What is Iris doing?
Okay. In the space.
There's a TV on in the background.
Ooh.
I will listen to the TV.
All right. Hey, what do you know? A Bug's Life is on.
She goes and sits in front of the TV.
Okay. We'll leave it there. Go ahead.
how the fuck did they know to hit us right after we decided to start discussing our plans? It's a little, just the timing of it's a little too convenient that we set a plan to go after them and then we get hit the next day. We literally were talking about needing to hit them before they hit us because they can hit us during the day, and then bam.
Can I do an intelligence check?
Yes.
Okay.
They were taped up. I mean, they can walk in the sun. They wouldn't have to be taped up.
They can.
They still take some
They
damage.
still take damage from it.
Oh,
they have
I
to
thought
be
they
careful.
were fine.
No.
Okay,
They
okay.
have to be
okay.
careful.
Gotcha.
But they don't take it like you do.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And they also, there's other things without giving away other stuff that they can do that makes it less, where they burn less.
Okay.
But,
Can I do like intelligence plus like insight or awareness or something?
to glean, what are you trying to glean?
I just had it and it just left my brain. Hang on.
It's okay.
The timing about Andre talking about, we had just said we need to hit them before they hit us, and then we got hit to see if there was anything particularly unusual.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I knew there was a reason why I was
Sure.
doing
Yeah,
it.
go ahead and make that roll. That'll be fine.
Insight or awareness?
Which do you have better in?
Awareness.
That's fine.
I got 3 successes.
Okay. So, 3 successes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Trying to think the best way to approach this. Tell me specifically what you're trying to glean here. I mean, just
Does this sound like a situation where there was a mole involved?
okay.
Or is
because I have
this?
to be very careful what I say next.
Yeah, gotcha. Is this a situation where there seemed like there was a mole involved, or does it just seem like maybe shitty timing? Because they've been setting up for a while.
Yeah. You do know.
Mm-hmm.
They know where you live.
That's true.
It didn't happen to Andre. Doesn't sound like it happened to Bob. Doesn't sound like it happened to anybody else in the camera. Could be bad timing. But what you do know is one of them was killed in Iris's office. Salt came looking for him.
Mm-hmm.
A whole bunch of crap went down. And they did have time to talk to Salt at one point or the other. They were scared that you showed up. There could be a good chance that, yeah, they knew where you lived and they were waiting for a time to strike. It also could be, oh, what a coincidental timing. But out of all of you, you were a known factor.
Where did the fire begin? Did it begin here or did it begin at Iris's?
That
Shop.
you can discern. It's pretty obvious. It started at Iris's.
They threw the Molotovs there. They said eye for an eye, and then we're gonna burn it down. Does that eye for an eye, burn it down? Does that have any? That probably has to have a connection to the Semiche.
This is probably in connection to the thin blood that was killed.
But aren't the thin blood and the Semiche like somewhat connected too?
Oh, I'm sure they are.
You
but-
did see some of them going in and out of the apartment building.
Yeah.
I
I don't see how, out of all of this time, everything that's gone on, as soon as we are about to hit them, that's when they show up. It's too convenient. It's too convenient.
Iris, are you okay? The Grasshopper King says.
I've been better.
Are you hurt? I
Yeah.
sensed something bad. I sensed a dream of a faraway land and then burning.
Yep. They got me.
Do you need to come speak to me? It is the prince.
Yeah, she's a little sus.
Does Iris think she's sus though, or is it?
I mean, she's watching A Bug's Life. She's hearing Andre talk about this is really suspicious in the background. That is combining to be like, and it is just odd that she would happen to be like in tune with my dream.
Well,
like this isn't the
know-
Force.
You share stuff.
Yeah.
But usually I need a some sort of media to do that, whether it's static or TV. I'm
Right.
never,
She's reached out to you through the radio before,
but not
And it-
dreams.
You know that she's very attached to you and she keeps tabs on you. She's done that multiple times throughout the story.
Yeah. I still don't want to talk to her right now.
That makes sense.
So I'll just say, do you know anything about it?
I don't. But I sensed something wasn't right, and I felt it appropriate to check on you.
Can I do some sort of insight?
Yeah, of course. Give me composure plus insight.
I got an ankh with fangs and a skull with fangs.
Do you want to spend willpower?
Sure. Why not?
Okay.
Do I redo all of them or
No.
just one?
The black dice.
The black dice.
Both?
Yes.
Okay.
If they're misses, yes.
Same. Both black.
Okay. So it's not a messy critical. It's just a fail. Messy critical would be no successes or no, is that? Yeah. No, it's not messy because, well,
On
No,
your
the-
successes.
Yeah,
That's
there's only one success,
and it's
so-
on a red dice.
Yeah, the other thing is and the other one is a skull.
Okay.
So you have one success and a skull.
Yes.
So that's a
Yes.
failure.
It is a fail.
That's
Is
a
it-
bestial failure.
It is.
Yeah, that's what I'm checking for.
Oops. Well, I was waiting for that to happen. I was set on fucking fire.
rolling?
Composure plus insight.
I mean,
Yep.
I-
So it is. Yes.
I just find it odd that she reaches out at this point because usually how I get my messages is either through music or static or TV. And yes, she's reaching out to me through A Bug's Life, but she said she sensed me dreaming, and that's
she's snooping in her dreams.
either that or she knew about something was going down. Or I'm about to fucking believe her and be like,
what is
yeah,
the,
I'll
bane?
tell her everything.
That's what I'm looking for.
What'd you say, my bane?
Your clan compulsion.
Oh, no, my bane. My clan bane or compulsion?
Your clan compulsion.
I don't know that. I have a bane, which is auditory hallucinations, voices of the dead. I don't know what my compulsion.
Okay. So I'm going to do this then. You're going to be at a 2 dice penalty. Oh no, your bane severity is only 1, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to, all your social are going to be at a -1.
Social?
For just this scene.
Okay.
And it's because you've broken down. I'm not going to have your clan thing kick in. It doesn't feel appropriate right now. It could be, but what are you saying to her as you? And you're angry and irrationally, not at her, but the situation, but your beast does well up.
Okay. You'd probably say, what the fuck kind of prince are you if you can't stop vampires from burning each other up in the middle of the day?
This was other kindred.
Yes.
Well, I'm a prince who cares. Please come talk to me about this as soon as possible.
Okay.
Wow, she freaking
She loves you.
She finessed that.
Iris likes when people care about her. And she just said, I care. She's like, all
No,
right.
I'm going to tell you something. That prince fucking loves you. Can you imagine if Jacinta had said something like that to her ass? Her ashes would be getting shipped back to Venice.
Oh, fuck.
All right.
It is
So are you just getting up and leaving, or are you going to tell everybody?
No. I'm
Okay.
going to tell everybody first.
Okay.
But
The
they're
floor
having,
is y'all's.
yeah, discussion. I just want to come in.
We still need to scout this place out. I don't think we should have completely abandoned the plan.
No, we don't need to abandon the plan, but we need to expedite the plan.
How?
We need to get them to safety first. They don't
First-
stay here, obviously.
First, we're gonna get with Kalamashari. Yeah. Unfortunately, gotta do that. Unless you want them to finish the job.
I am not a child, Mr. Ducard.
I gotta go talk to the prince.
So, well, I'm 12. What?
She called me on A Bug's Life. She wants to talk to me.
What?
Heard about it. Yeah.
She called you on A Bug's Life?
Yeah, Bug's Life is on. And you turn around, it's a fucking infomercial.
Yeah, it is not the Bug's Life.
The
That
titties
is not the version
it's
of
a
Bug's
shake
Life
weight.
that I saw. It's not the version of Bug's Life that I saw as a kid.
Something's wrong with your TV. It's probably because Andre's here. But yeah, she called and said she
Rude.
sensed my dream and that I was in distress. And so she asked me to go talk to her.
Okay, Vance.
Fuck.
Here. Can you drive?
Me? The good question. I don't think I can.
I would imagine at some point you would have learned.
I know I prefer to take the bus because
Yeah.
I don't have a car.
You do not have to. Ella Maria, my dear, come here.
So you call over one.
Another one.
Oh, yeah. Your laundry list of Giovanni there. Yeah.
Ella Maria, my dear, your Prima's daughter, yes. Take cousin Iris to wherever she needs to go, please.
Okay. I can do that.
Drop her off, wait in the car, do not go in with her, and then when she comes out, bring her back here, please.
Okay.
Or wherever she directs you.
She leans into this girl and says, "Come and kill." And then it's like, ready?
Her eyes get kind of big.
Did I hear her say that?
Probably.
I don't know. Give me wits plus awareness.
Okay.
Monica, you roll. Before you roll, hold on.
Oh, shit.
It's
Okay.
fine. You
I
roll.
wasn't like trying to keep it,
Oh, okay.
Robert.
That's fine. How many did you get?
3.
You heard it.
Vicenta leans over to her and goes, if she doesn't come back out, just come back here. I doubt she's deceased, but don't worry.
Okay.
Cousin Iris is a little special.
Yes.
Yeah. She's looking at her like, yeah.
Do we need to attend to her legs? And that's when you look down and realize that what were you wearing?
Probably a long skirt.
Whatever it is was burnt up at the hem, and you've got
Shit.
visible like burnt dead flesh on your legs.
It would be, yes, very, very good noticing, my dear. I do appreciate you taking note of such things. Please take her perhaps by your house and get her something appropriate to wear before she...
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, my dear.
Hopefully y'all are the same size.
And she says, "Are you hungry?"
Yeah.
Okay.
You...
What, are you going to run by McDonald's?
I can just ask the prince for something.
No.
She likes.
When you get out of the building, she goes, "Come here." And she...
How does she know about that?
Doesn't you say they all
knew.
know? You tell me they all
Yeah.
freaking know this shit.
I mean,
That's
they knew
true,
that-
they do. I'm just thinking that's a bold ass bitch because she probably thinks they all hurt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm just thinking that's bold as hell.
Man, your family's right.
She's about to find.
Yeah.
She's about to get a nice.
Well,
wake-up
you had an
call.
Italian family show up in crisis. I am doing what an Italian family
You are
in crisis
exactly
Aw.
right.
would
You're
do.
exactly right.
Well-
That's some balls. Ella Maria's got balls, man. That's all I'm saying.
Friendship ended with Quentin. Ella Maria is my new best friend.
He all burned up and old. I don't need him anymore.
No, she hesitates because she feels bad because she already got Quentin in the hospital. Vicenta's already fucked up, and she's like, I've taken so much from this family, but she is very hungry and very hurt. So she will take a little sip. I will take just one hunger from her to be polite.
Okay.
One hunger's worth.
Okay. That's fine because you're not a hunger for. You can do that. But your beast is screaming at you. It's like, how are you going to fix this? How are you going to heal? Take it. Take it all. She won't be missed.
I think of Erasmus eating so many people, and I stop.
Okay. As well as yourself. All right.
Whoa.
Meanwhile, as you do this and you...
Yeah, you've already killed someone from feeding.
Oh, right. That was what got my fucking shop burnt up.
That's another reason you're probably like, hell no.
yeah, I'm
bitch.
done. I need to be a good person again.
Yeah, that was like session one.
I forgot.
It started
Fire
this whole
washes
thing.
away all sin.
Oh no, she's one of them now. So, what are y'all doing in the meantime?
We probably got to get some clothes. We were sleeping.
Mhm.
Vicenta is literally in a nightshirt
Yeah, and they've taken care
that
of
has ghost bees. And she does not get the reference in certain places. That's literally.
Oh, boobies. That's funny. That's funny.
Is
She
it?
was just like, yes, ghosts.
Yeah, that's
I
exactly,
love that.
that's probably exactly what happened.
Is it possible that we can grab one of the thin bloods and, like, I don't know, interrogate him for more information?
Sure. If you can get one.
But are they all just at said power plant? None of them are out and about? So they leave during the day and they sleep at night.
Correct.
I just want to break one of their legs. That's it.
I
I just want to break their legs.
am completely supporting of you breaking their legs.
I guess we need to talk to Antonio? Would he be someone we should talk to? I feel like he needs to be talked to.
It's this or the
We've
cemetery.
already got our Iris talking to the fucking prince.
Bob can give me intelligence plus politics.
Okay. That's just going to be 2 red dice.
Oh boy.
Can I roll politics too?
Sure, I'll let you do it.
1 success.
Okay. That's all you need.
2.
Okay.
One's on a red dice.
Okay. So you both of you, you a little more, Sierra actually mentioned it to you when she was talking about the wards, mentioned other things Tremere can do. One of them is that Bob is right. There's a lot that they do with blood and sorcery related to blood. One of the things that you think you recall hearing, and one of the things that Sierra mentioned to you in passing, was that they can find, if you have a drop of blood or something like that, they can discern certain qualities about the individual that it came from. Now, it's mixed with paint. It's dried. You don't know if it'll work in this regard, but you do have something that they could use, possibly, to discern something.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I said something, was because I
I
did
knew.
have a dot in the occult.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. I should have gave you a cult in that case.
Let's
That's all right. You still got it.
Yeah.
go speak to him. As it
I think you should also plan on arranging for Iris and Miss Giovanni and Mr. Giovanni to stay there.
yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Do you, Mrs. Giovanni, need to go do your business at the cemetery?
Yes, I will make a stop by Quentin's house first. And then we will go do such. Is there any way to get upstairs? Or is it just like completely burnt out?
They don't want you to. They don't know how strong the structural integrity is, but if you would like to attempt it, you certainly can.
I'm very scared I'm going to fall through the floor. She just wanted to get her scythe and her mask.
You try.
Just make Egg lift you
I do offer.
through the floor.
I'll offer. Is there anything you want me to go up there? I'm pretty agile. I don't want to touch anything personal or anything like that. I don't want to get in your business. And he rolls his eyes.
She doesn't know if that's a dig. That was an insult, or she's not quite sure. But she does tell you the location of a scythe and a black 3-faced mask.
Okay.
All right.
And she asks you to retrieve those
Okay.
items.
Dex plus athletics.
All right.
You using celerity?
No.
Oh.
I mean, I guess I could. But is it arouse?
I don't
want to rouse any more than. Well, celerity is just for like dodging for the first, because it's the first.
Yeah.
Is that-
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
rapid reflexes.
Yeah.
Oh, that just means you can tiptoe on all
Yeah.
kinds of crazy
Yeah.
shit.
So
Like if there was a wire running across, you could be like,
True. It could work in this situation if you wanted to.
do have quite a lot of dice though. So
I think you'll be okay.
hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4. For Dex, 9, 2. Yeah.
hot damn. He got a messy critical.
I did get a messy critical. I got, so that's 4, 5.
Okay. So, boy, do you do it. Do you ever do it? I mean, it's bad because, you know, they're not, the people that are there that aren't supposed to be watching are all watching, because you basically jump and then spider climb a little bit on the side of the wall, you know, like digging your hands into it. And
Like Spider-Man?
yeah, just, you know, and then, you know, jump, and you land and you're just kind of like, your beast feels like, see, you could do this all the time.
Shh.
And,
I'm hungry.
but behind you, because you were doing it so forcefully, the stairs do collapse.
Oh no.
But yeah, you're up there quite easily, no
Okay.
problem.
So I go to wherever.
You'll have to go out the back door and down the stairs outside. to
That's
get
that's
back
true.
in.
You can do that.
Yeah, I go to wherever she said the 2 things.
It's in their
Okay.
bedroom.
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, you do find it. exactly where she said it was. And then, yeah, you can go down the front. This is a bit more structurally sound.
Okay.
This part of the building wasn't affected as much. And yeah, make it back down, no problem.
Okay. And I hand her the objects she requested.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. So off to Lafayette you go. Are they in tow or are they?
I thought they were doing their Tremere
No,
stuff,
I'm-
and we were
I'm
doing
Tremere
Lafayette.
stuff?
Yeah, take the rock. and-
Okay. Yes.
We're
All right.
dividing in
On the
conquer.
way to Antonio's, I'm gonna ask Robert that recording of the phone call from a couple nights ago or last night. When was it?
It was a couple nights ago.
Didn't Antonio say that he was putting wards on the building already?
He would.
He would, but he did.
He
He
hasn't.
said he would get around to it, but
Yes.
he never did.
He was supposed to come tonight.
It was supposed to be tonight,
Yes, he was.
Mm-hmm.
but that was a couple nights ago. So wouldn't he?
No, it was. We talked to him the night that y'all spied on us.
Oh,
So that was last episode. Was the night that we spoke to him. He was supposed to do it tonight, but we did kind of leave it ambiguously. Like,
yeah, it wasn't
like,
specific on this day
Yeah,
at
he
this
didn't
time.
say anything
He
about
said I would be
wars.
glad to do them for you.
Got it.
he mentioned coming this night, but we didn't firm anything up.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
that was whenever you guys were at the house, though, not or at his apartment, not on the phone call.
Right.
We talked to him about putting wards up on the phone call.
Yes.
yeah, it was in the phone call.
Yeah. There. It
Yeah,
was
that's
mentioned.
right. Y'all just like to talk on this.
Shut up.
I mean,
The thing you're
Andres,
not supposed to do.
Andres is paranoid about that because he's trying to figure out, because he doesn't believe that this is just some coincidence. This has got to be like somebody has tipped off the Thin Bloods, and I'm not saying it's Tony C per se, but I thought it was curious about the wards, but that makes sense now that it hadn't happened yet.
How?
And keep in mind, wards, depending on where they're placed, only prevent entrance into a place. It doesn't necessarily mean they can't come near it.
Got it.
And chunk Molotov cocktails through
Right.
windows.
Right. Andre's just naive and doesn't know what the fuck's going on in his.
Well, no, it's valid to think those things. Sure.
Oh.
One thing you've learned is not to trust these other vampires.
Mm.
You know.
So, anyways, I'm just on the way to Antonio's. I'm
Okay.
sure it's not that long of a walk.
No, it's very close. But we will have to do some things, and
Yeah.
I'm going to make my way this way.
Yeah.
I'm just going to make a circle, if that's all right.
Yep.
Starting with Iris arriving at a location that, before she got off the call with you, told you a place to come.
Oh,
It's a
not
very, very nice 2-story row house in the French Quarter.
Nice.
Very ornate, very, this is somebody with money lives here.
Cool. All right. I will thank Maria.
Mhm.
Ella Maria for the ride. I will go in.
All right, so you make your way in, and there's two men that are pretty big that greet you at the door, and they're like, "What's your name?"
Iris.
Blackwood.
Yep.
This way, please.
Okay.
And they turn around and guide you up the stairs, and the prince is painting. Like overlooking the city, and it's very abstract art, and the sky has spirals in it,
Cool. Does she
And-
have a lot of red paint?
Some,
Mm.
but it's not that's not predominantly what the colors are. It's
I
mostly
just
darks.
note if she has red paint.
She does.
Mm.
Yes. I mean, you see some on her table, it's oil that she's painting with. And she hears you coming, and without turning around much, she goes, "Iris, are you okay?" And then she asks that, and as she turns around and looks at you, she realizes you're not.
Yeah, you can see.
And you see something that maybe strikes you as terrifying more than seeing a high-powered kindred angry. You see her eyes well up red.
Like with tears?
Yes. And she's like, please come here, sit down.
She's so stunned that she does it. Like, what? I barely know you.
What happened?
Someone burned up my shop and threw a rock in it and said, now you will burn, and an eye for an eye. And they got Vicenta's funeral home too.
Were you hurt badly?
I lift up whatever skirt Ella Maria gave me and show her my legs.
It's about like a 6-inch spot, you know, it's pretty bad. And she just,
Oh my god.
she manages to keep together, but you can see her clenching her fist, breaks the brush she was holding in her hand in half. And she's like, this is now my problem as well. I see. They will pay. They will pay.
Okay. She's just so like, where is this coming from? But she doesn't want to be rude by saying, what's with you? Do you know who did this?
Do you?
I mean, I have suspicions.
What are your suspicions?
I mean, I can't just go telling my suspicions to the prince. Isn't that like a breach of political shit?
Does Iris care?
It's time.
Fine. Okay.
She goes and closes the door. And she begins to look around the room. And you can tell she's looking to see if anyone else is in there. You have this ability as well.
I'm going to do it too.
Yeah.
Because if she fails
Well,
hers,
go ahead
I need
and
to.
do your check and see if you see anything.
Wits plus Auspex passive or Resolve plus Auspex active?
Passive.
Passive.
Yes. And we'll leave it there for the night.
You burnt my haven. Let me have this.
I only got one success and it's red.
You don't
Don't
see anything amiss, but nothing makes you even suspicious. There's
Okay.
nothing in here except her.
Okay.
And she sits down and she says,
Can I do a willpower?
what would you like to check? Sure.
Yeah, to reroll my 2 black ones.
Sure, if you want to.
Dee is so fucking invested.
I am. I'm sorry.
This is great.
She
can't
has
sit still
suspicion.
over-
Ooh, I got 2 more successes.
You definitely notice, without a doubt, there's nothing else but the two of you in this room.
And she looks normal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Cool. Good to know.
Other than an aura that resonates with like concern and anger,
Aw. Okay.
which begs more questions. Why?
Yeah, for sure. Are you my sister? She doesn't say that.
That's great.
What do you know of your friend Persephone's sire?
I know that
You know a lot about
I know
her.
a shitload about. I know because I helped translate some of Vicenta's shit while we were
like writing
driving.
it. Yeah, yeah.
I know an ass load.
Yes,
So
you do.
I'm gonna say. I mean, I don't want to give everything away, but I'm gonna say a lot more than most, probably.
I see. And what do you know of Olivia Clark?
Who the fuck is that?
Her name was more commonly known La Donna de Amore. in this city.
Yeah, I'm aware of that name.
You're aware that she was of our clan.
I am aware that she is...
Anti-tribu.
What'd you say?
Anti-tribu, which basically means she was Sabbat.
Yeah, I know that she is my sire's sire. And my sire sired me to stop her from getting to me.
Yeah. So he told me. And she seems to weigh whether or not she can trust you, whether or not her feelings are getting in the way. And then in a very unprincely matter, realizes that that doesn't matter. The truth matters more. And with a sigh, she says, Olivia Clark, I know her well. She was my child.
You're my great-grandma?
Yes. So you see my concern for you.
Yeah.
She went astray, and trying to bring her to the right way, to the right path, to the fold of the Camarilla, to try to save my own child, brought me to New Orleans from the British Isles. And it is here that I promised to fulfill my sire's wishes. My sire was named Giona. People knew her in the courts of Venice as La Donna Buffona.
Oh.
It's all connected.
It is all connected.
She was a jester to Prince Guillermo El Leopoldo, the butt of jokes and ridicule. But like us, she saw things. She saw power in her lineage. And she saw something troubling before she was struck down by LaDonna in Venice. LaDonna d'Amore,
Mm-hmm.
my child.
Her own grandma. She struck down her own grandma, right?
Yes.
I'm trying to keep track.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. If you must put it that way, Iris.
I must. Monica must.
She saw this as a cycle, that we would gain power. But we would, where the La Sombra lost, we gained. And the La Sombra would rise again in our city. Someday, unknown in the future. You know how these visions work. They're not always clear. But, and she goes and grabs the piece of broken brush and begins to just draw on the floor, hardwood floors not caring, draws the spiral pattern, draws branches coming out from it. Everything is connected. What has happened will happen again. And I do not know you well, but know this. Where I had a child who was a disappointment, I had a grandchild who found redemption. In my eyes. You do not know Erasmus's. I knew him for a time. I would have liked to have known him longer. But that man suffered. I know my child, and I know what a monster she turned out to be. Which is why I gladly let things fall into place that would put a situation where she was no longer a problem, as much as that pained me.
Is that why
I know
you
also that your coterie mate, Andre, his sire, is very close because she has connection still to putting all of this together. Certain people in the Camarilla certainly know that I have a child who went to the Sabbat. But I have a feeling Sierra wants to use this as ammunition, her and Dutch.
Not very strong ammunition when that child is out of the picture.
It's not, but when La Sombra are given power in the community, one of your coterie is given a position as a primogen, and information comes out that you are my grandchild.
Great-grandchild.
Great-grandchild. However many times removed.
None.
Conspiracies and rumors will inevitably manifest. The enemies are at the gate, Iris. And what has happened will happen before. And everything becomes connected because the past will not stay dead. The natural order of things has been upset.
What do you mean?
It will make sense in time. I don't know all the details. Just what my sire told me, that the past should have stayed dead.
Do you mean the La Sombra past? Or our past? Or which? Not anything more specific?
I have an idea, which is why I had your friend translate those books, that I already knew the information that was in it, thereby confirming my suspicions that there were connections. And then it was revealed. The past has not stayed dead.
What do you... No, you can't mean...
She shakes her head at you like you know what she's talking about.
No. Well, I don't want to say it because I'll sound like a dumbass if I'm wrong.
Is that what Iris says to her?
Maybe.
Oh,
I think you're talking about Elbacina, but Monica knows that you say you're not bringing her back. So I don't really get it.
Uh-oh.
I think it's more about turning into...
Like a new Elamacina?
The past doesn't repeat,
One
but
of us?
but it certainly rhymes.
It's like poetry.
It rhymes.
I guess so. There is a way that we can secure this future for ourselves. Your coterie mates. The past had a refusal to accept rulership and the natural order of maintaining our society. I would ask that you encourage Andre when the position of seneschal is offered to him to take it.
I don't think he'll need any of my encouragement to take that.
He may. I would also encourage you. There's a slim hope. But I would encourage you to tell your friend Persephone that 2028 approaches soon. I hope to get to know you better, but you understand we must maintain some distance, as this information, when it comes out, is dangerous to you.
Why not get in front of it?
I'm trying.
How?
Well, for one, I'm telling you now. And for another, once you find out who has harmed you this way, I'm going to put more resources at your disposal to handle this. Resources that, should things go south, may be resources that I would like to get out of the way.
Meat shields.
Oh, thank
I
you.
was like,
Thank
who
you,
is
voice of
she?
Andre.
The
Disembodied.
sheriff is a noble man, and he would fight well in this situation.
Yeah, I immediately thought of Dutch because of what she said a few minutes ago.
I'm down.
But he is not loyal to me.
Well, pretty sure it was the Thin Bloods.
You're sure?
I'm not positive.
But this was in the daytime.
It was in the daytime. I may have eaten one of them.
That's not.
No, it's not. It was before I knew he was.
Well, it's not that they matter much, so I can look past this, but thank you for telling me.
Well, since I did that and my coterie was tasked with getting rid of them, and Erasmus sent one to Arizona and blew up their thing. Well, I also suspect the Zamishe. But I have wronged the Thin Bloods more than the Zamishe, and since this was targeted at me, I'm more inclined to believe the Thin Bloods are behind it. But the Zamishe have major beef, as they say, with my coterie. Andre killed Metatron, and they already don't like Vicenta, so.
I see. Well, when you are sure of your position and have your information in a row, she goes and grabs a piece of paper, tears it off, and gets the paintbrush, dips it, and writes a number on it. She says, page that number with the number below. And she gives you a 4-digit code.
Okay.
And then they will return your call.
Okay. So what do you mean the past is going to happen again?
I feel for her. I'll just put it that way.
What are you talking about?
I hope I'm wrong. Would you rather me tell you something and it be false? I don't know is the truth. These visions, these things we see aren't always clear.
Sure.
My sire also told me that the earth was flat and then the moon would fall and crush our planet one day.
Yeah, makes sense. That. Okay. Well, this has been slightly enlightening. Thank you.
And she smiles and kind of half steps and thinks about it and then lunges for you.
A hug, I hope.
Yes.
Fuck. Okay.
Diablo right.
Yum, yum, yum.
And she says, I am your prince, but I am your family.
Iris hugs her pretty tight at that, because that's rare for her. She thought Erasmus was like the only one, so she doesn't even realize she's hugging tight.
And she hugs and says, and Erasmus is safe.
Oh. Okay, cool.
What?
I don't know what to say. I'm speechless.
She says, now I believe you have business to attend to.
Not really, but bye.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Please stay in touch.
You too. Yep.
Iris is a Nepo baby.
Meanwhile, in Lafayette Cemetery.
Okay. I take it we went by and got better clothes.
Yes.
Okay.
After cleaning up. Or
Yeah.
getting in clothes that are appropriate for being in the cemetery at night.
Yes. And not the boobies sleep shirt.
Yeah.
And in Quentin's, she did dig out a little chest.
Okay.
But they've just thrown that in the trunk for right now. So yes, they are in the cemetery with her scythe, and she's with Ig telling him, turn here, go here, trying to keep it together until they finally get to
The crypt.
the crypt.
All right. This crypt is from Wraith. If you will remember, it's where they all lived.
Does it still have the G for the Giovanni?
No.
It's been knocked off.
Mm-hmm. It's long been chipped away. Not very well maintained.
I sincerely hope Mr. Casey did not put up any wards in his abode.
And it goes, well, what can we do? We find out how.
You stay up here, and if there are, you will find out.
Okay. So you're stepping forward?
Do I sense anything? Do I feel anything? Can I do an occult check?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me wits plus occult.
Can I do intelligence?
No, because you're looking
Yeah,
as you
you're
move
right.
forward.
It is.
Guess that answers that.
5. Are there
It
words?
didn't go off?
So as you're being pulled from your body, I'm joking. There are not.
I don't think there are any.
Maybe there were at one time.
There might have been woods at one time, but I don't sense any now. Just follow behind, just in case.
Okay.
They start going
Yep.
down and around. And
Yep. It's full of water. You get about waist deep in it.
At the bottom, it's full of water.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, but it wasn't like up the staircase
No,
full of water. I'm like,
no.
we're gonna have to swim down here, like in Skyrim.
No.
Okay. Is there anything just immediate sight of just, or does it look like it's just been dilapidated since?
It's very rundown. It's probably been, 40 years of just ruin, and
So Erasmus wasn't staying in this one.
not this one.
I suppose I had assumed he would have maintained the haven, but I suppose I was mistaken.
But what we know about him?
Probably.
Well, there's a lot to unpack there.
There's a lot to unpack everywhere.
Well, so what are we looking for?
I had hoped that he had left better allies that we could call upon to help scout.
Well, how can you find them? Do you see them?
I will try.
Okay. So you got to look at the book and see what you can do.
I think it just happens, but I need to.
We'll just say it
double-check.
happens. We'll just make it
Okay.
quick. There are.
They are. And I start pointing them out where they are. What are
Mhm.
they?
One is a knuckle bone, and the other is a train whistle. The third
Mm-hmm.
is a part of a drama mask, like one of the smiling, frowning
Mm-hmm.
faces. That one doesn't feel like anything's connected to it. It probably once was, but it is not any longer.
This one, it would appear the wraith attached to this one is no longer here.
Okay.
We contacted these two. She's kind of wading through and she's looking back to where Maldo's chamber used to be.
Uh-huh.
Is there anything back there, or is it just
It's, just dilapidated.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't look like it is anybody's chamber anymore. It looks like it's been long left.
Piss in it anyway.
If I could, I would, because it's Maldo. But
Fuck Maldo. All my homies hate Maldo.
all of them. No, I think she's just kind of having a moment, and it's just kind of hitting her.
Mm-hmm.
let us see if we can find where Erasmus's other haven was. He may have more artifacts.
Okay, there's no telling, but
I will look for it. And she's like starting to cry
okay.
because everything's starting to hit her. I will look and see if I can find and if that will lead us.
Okay. Are you going to be all right?
No.
Yeah, I know.
I don't care, Ignacio.
I don't either. I'm sorry, but I don't. She was...
I know.
Okay, I'm not going to say it because you know, but...
I know. But she wasn't. Or maybe she might.
She apparently bargained me. I'm sorry, but she bargained me and turned me into something because she wanted something. She killed your husband, basically, and you inadvertently for her own gain. I can't really sympathize with this woman.
He does know that that's him, right? Or is
Yes.
he? Or he's
yeah,
just,
he's talking about himself in the third person.
okay.
But it's him and it's not him, and it's a
Yeah.
hard thing for him to come to terms with.
Okay. I didn't know like if he had like regressed on that point.
No.
She goes, yes. Yes, she did. And had I not needed her to get you back, things would have been much different.
Maybe
Even then,
maybe I shouldn't be.
not I.
If what I've heard about what it took to get me back, holy shit.
That is
She was willing to do a Holocaust. A Holocaust, Vicenta. Would you have done that to bring me back?
I don't know. That's a genuinely great question.
And he's
Is
sincere.
that D asking
know.
that, or is that Vicente?
That's
D.
That's D. I
A toughie.
That's a toughie, but at the same time, she had a quote unquote chance to get him back in Wraith, and she didn't take it because she had to help Lincoln.
Mhm.
Abe Lincoln?
No, the little boy, Pearl's brother.
Pearl's brother.
Ah,
The little girl. Yeah.
Yeah, he
Little
was
ghost girl's brother.
Yes, there was a little ghost boy, and she had to help him. So she could have said, "Screw him,
Mhm.
and I'll get what I want," but she didn't take it
Nope.
because she felt responsible for him being in that position in the first place.
Yep.
So based on that, I'm gonna say no.
Good.
She's tearful when she says it, but she's like, "Oh, I would not."
And he hugs you and he says, good. I wouldn't want you to. That's not love. That's not love. That's control and possession and wanting to hold on to things. It's not. And I guess I knew her, but I don't. And I'm sorry. I'm glad she's not here.
I do not take offense by your sentiments.
But listen, you have something that no one gets ever. You and me both. We have a chance to start from zero. You don't have to do any of this. And maybe that's why I don't want any of this Hecata shit. Do you do it for you or do you do it for her?
I was this way as a child.
I get that, but that's not what I'm asking. You died. You came back. You did all these things to overthrow this whole family. Was that you or was that her?
And she kind of gets a glazed over look in her eyes. And she goes, Revenge for the lovers, blood for the brother, honor for the mother, no will to break.
What?
And she repeats it again, but you can tell she ain't.
Yeah. Come on, let's get out of here.
And at that, she kind of jolts out of it.
This place fucking sucks. Come on.
Yes, I agree. Do you see any rats on the way up? Just grab.
They're not even down here. Did you not? Like, nothing's down here.
I don't know these things, Ignacio.
All right, well, off you go. Further in to see if you can find Casey's spot.
Yep.
Meanwhile, you arrive in short order at Antonio Calabashari's residence. Are you hiding, or are you just gonna?
I think I would have just pulled the trench coat up and like put on like a
Just to kind of
put like a mask on, like a COVID mask and a hat and everything, and just
Classing.
Yep, that works. So you arrive in short order and ring the doorbell, and you hear a familiar voice, both of you, because you've met him before. Yes, hello.
Hi, Mr. Kalamashori.
Yes, Andre, is it? Yes, hi.
Yes.
Mr. Stokely, yes.
Is he this out of character? Is he the seneschal?
He is the seneschal for the Tremere. Yes.
Okay. How does that seneschal?
What can I do for you both tonight? And actually, I think he's more than that.
He's the seneschal. He's the second in
Yeah, I
command.
thought he was the second in command.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's yes.
He may be the primogen of the Tremere, but
yeah,
he's
he
also
would be
the
able to
seneschal.
be both.
Okay.
Yes, yes, that's what I'm thinking.
So
Yes.
it goes Prince, Seneschal, Sheriff? Like,
Yeah,
or kinda?
kinda.
Okay.
Yeah.
I always mix up two. Down
Sheriff
somewhere.
is just the enforcement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think I would ask him. I don't mean to be rude, but kind of hungry, and also
Yes. We can take care of that before we talk.
need to help us.
Uh,
I hate to ask that.
well, let's not talk here, please. Come in.
Oh, are we not inside?
No.
Okay, I would not have said
Yeah,
that then.
that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he'll wait till you come in, and then you talk. You say that, and he says, yes. Please, to the back. And there's those girls hanging out, and they see you, and they kind of look at him like, what the fuck? and he goes, ladies, please. He will not harm you. He is one of the kindred. Okay. And then a girl steps forward. She's like, all right, come here. And she's like, I don't care.
Toothy grin and go for it.
Yeah. All right. How much are you at hunger 4 or 3?
3.
Okay. So you can choose to not,
How messed up would it leave her if we?
she's going to be pretty tired if you take 2,
I would take 2.
but she's not going to be
Yeah,
out
not
of commission.
mortal danger.
Right,
not-
She can sleep it off.
Yeah.
She'll sleep it off. She'll have a groggy day tomorrow, but
Yeah,
look a little pale, but she'll be okay.
Yeah, we're gonna take 2.
All right.
If that's their purpose, can I?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take 1.
Okay. Yeah. So you do. They're a little more happy with you, not as reluctant, but, and she kind of looks at them all and she goes, see? And they're like, what is wrong with you?
It's
She goes, a bite's a bite. Shut up. And so, once you're fed, you come back into his, living room, velvet furniture everywhere. And, these arcane looking paintings on the walls, books and books and books stacked up.
He knows about the thin bloods, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he's the one that told us, or he told y'all where they were initially, and then you confirmed it with the Nosferatu.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it appears we've had some visitors at our at the building in Bywater came by during the day and burned the place down.
I heard.
They left this.
It's hard for him not to hear. It's a block away.
Yeah. You see the smoke.
Yeah.
They left this, and then I'm going to hold the rock out.
Calling guard.
Yeah.
Then
I
he
mean-
kind of looks at it and, scrapes his thumb on it and peels away some of the paint
Yeah.
and reveals underneath that it was probably written originally with blood. He goes, fools. Arrogant. Don't understand what they're messing with, do they?
I don't think so.
No boons required. One moment.
The one time a Tremere did something decent. I
No
just want it
boons
noted.
Required.
Oh.
Wow.
If we are to live as a community, we should act as such, should we not?
Indeed.
I still think he's full of bullshit, but I'm supporting his actions right now. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I was kind of hoping one of them would be dumb enough to be hanging around the block while.
Right there.
I know, me too.
Get him.
I wanted to break some legs.
Well, a lot of arsonists do go back to the scene. I mean, it's really not out of character for one to have possibly been hanging around.
Oh, yeah. So he, you see him doing something with it, he takes it in his hands and takes it like that. And it turns into this mist and starts forming stuff in front of him. And, you can see it doesn't make sense to you, but he's discerning something from it. And he's watching it, looking at it, and interesting. As I thought. And he kind of reaches into the air and grabs a little bit of the mist and tastes it. It's thin blood. It's... And he starts to kind of scrape his tongue like it burns. They deal with... and you seem like he starts to wipe.
Oh shit, we killed Tony C.
And he's, oh no, I'm okay. They mess with powers that something, the alchemy that they do, the sun, something with daylight. It tastes of sunscreen and sunshine and bile. It's
Have you heard of the Path of the Sun?
no.
Okay.
What is it?
I think it's something Sabbat related. I don't know all the details.
Something to give them power. A thin blood. Something they certainly would do. Harness the power of the sun to send something like that after us. This one is... This one is a... Not, I wouldn't say powerful, but knows how to handle themselves. And I don't know how else to put this. More capable than they would have let on, maybe. I believe you, Mr. Descartes, have had dealings with these people before, correct?
Yeah.
They deceived you. Wholly.
Since the beginning?
Since the beginning, sir.
Okay.
They're clever.
If they're doing the Path of the Sun thing, I mean, is this something that they would have gained from another Sabbat, or something?
I do not
is this
know.
something they learned on their own?
Knowing nothing of this, I would say learning of the Sabbat, unless you intend to wipe them out in this city, can be a dangerous proposal. Which is why our resident expert would know more than I.
So, as a player,
Yeah.
I don't know anything.
Right. But so give me wits plus let's say politics actually. No. I'm gonna do something different.
Okay.
I'm gonna actually go across skills. Give me wits plus streetwise.
Okay. Three successes.
Great. So you know that as far as you know about shovelheads, which is what they do to all vampires, to see if you've got what it takes. That's phase 1 of being the spot. Phase 2 is they're gonna basically haze you. They're gonna be awful to you, and that's to drive to let your beast take you, and to let you understand that you are this, not what the Camarilla would have you believe, and how to control that based on their principles instead of, like what your humanity told you. Basically, you wholly give up ever thinking were a human or anything like that. You just, I am a vampire. I am a kindred. If you make it through that, then, and you're a thin blood, typically you're picked on from what you know. And what you do know from the Path of the Sun, the more you kind of think about, because these people ran into this in the 80s, big deal. But you do recall, I'll just say that you did a little digging with your, what's your ghoul's name?
Kiki Shikandra?
Yeah. So Kiki got a little info from you on the street, from contacts and stuff like that. You did a little bit of your detective work. And what you've kind of gathered as far as what you know about, can glean the little bit you can glean from other kindred, who you're in contact with in other cities that know about this path. They hate vampires that aren't thin bloods. They see themselves as actually the natural evolution of this, and they see themselves in a way as superior because they're able to walk in the sun. They're able to re-embrace the light, and they see themselves as the final result of Gehenna, and that they are the rightful heirs to this, and like they're never going to diablerize. They look down on it. They're just, they're proud to be thin bloods. They think that they're the next step. It's that Sabbat, training of we're the best, we're this, we're that, kind of similar to the Zamiche and the Lasombra kind of tenets. That if they're working with that lapis from this information, that it's not a happy relationship. It's to get something they want.
Okay. That was a lot. So
you just want to repeat it back?
Yeah, just repeat.
Yeah. And so they sit there and listen, and Kalbashari's just like, I see. He kind of looks to you and he's like, Mr. Ducard, it seems our city would be, and our Camarilla Sabbat all would be happy to see them gone.
Right.
And I see no reason for us to look upon them with any pity.
Oh, absolutely not. I am just trying to figure out, I was trying to figure out if they were working for someone else, or if somehow, what their relationship was with other if they had a relationship with any other kindred in them.
Based on what our dear Mr. Stokely has told us, I would imagine so.
At least with the Zamiche.
Perhaps they did at one point, but they've seemed to grown fanatical. That the life of a Sabbat is wild and short-lived, usually, especially one so young.
At this point, they may even be using lapis.
It's possible, yes.
Well, if they're more dangerous than they let on, and I have to figure out how to tackle this.
If I may. From what I understand, we know the location, correct?
Mm-hmm.
We have intel on what is happening there. I might see it best for us to, shall we say, have Avery call in a favor with our mortal friends? Perhaps? I do not understand why they were released.
Needs to be discerned. That's a very good point.
Why they were released?
Yeah, because the police
Yeah.
had them.
And let them go.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Which makes me wonder, do we trust them fully? But who do we trust? That could be an option. The other option would be to call in services from retainers that we have on hand to handle this.
Mr. Ducard, I was told to let you take the lead.
Well, I mean, how do we go about speaking to Carter? Is that what we want to do? Is that what we're...
I can get in touch with Carter.
I certainly think
they
sorry.
knew who they had, right? And they let him out.
It would seem that way. Perhaps more information should be gleaned from Mr. Carter about why that happened
Maybe
before working with him.
Maybe we need to go visit his daughter.
A delicate situation, that.
What would I know about that from?
You know that Avery has ghouled his daughter in order to keep her from dying of cancer. Heavy.
Yeah, I don't want to, and I would not take Avery's card or anything like that from. I don't want to step on his toes.
Yeah. She's in her mid-20s.
But I didn't play her knowledge.
So,
Chantel Carter is her name.
how do I get in touch with Carter? He's my contact.
You can either leave, there's a spot that you know to leave him notes if you want to play it like the cam suggests you do and not use phones. You can do that. You can leave him coded messages he knows to look in certain locations for. It's not quick, but it does work.
We don't have a lot of time if they...
Well,
Unless
player, I think they don't know where you two live. They got the us. I think they've done what they're gonna do.
Right.
I think as long as you guys don't go back
Right.
to the store or the mortuary.
I'll have to go back for 2 more things because I did not have you get my fetters for some unknown, godforsaken freaking reason. But I'll have to go pick those back up.
Oh, also, Mr. Kalamashari, as we've discussed the issue at the Bywater, at the property there, I have 2 tenants that don't have places to stay.
Your coterie mates.
Yes.
Well, we've already spoken, actually. I've offered them a place to stay here.
Wonderful.
Should they request it? The door is open.
I think we will be, I think
It's
we'll
like
be requesting
you're telling him
it.
that, like, yeah, go ahead and do that.
Yeah, get that going. I think
Certainly, just have them reach out to me. Or just have them bring their belongings here whenever they're ready. I will give them a very fair rate.
I thought we were staying for free.
That was never said.
It was never said.
Dang it. Well, I have no way of making money, Tony C. Can I do tarot readings for your girls?
You're gonna
We have to.
You're gonna have to fuck him.
Yes, I am.
You are going to have to fuck
It's all
If only you had a
connected.
giant box full of cash
that
Oh, but
is
is it-
in
It
a
didn't burn up?
that
fire.
burn up in a fire.
Did it really?
I don't know. You don't know either.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, I know, but
If it started in my shop, there's a good chance it's burnt up.
You didn't grab it on the way down, so.
No, fuck no.
I don't think anybody was concerned about grabbing
No.
anything.
unless you went and deposited it in the bank.
You know I didn't do that.
You don't trust banks.
No.
Okay, well,
Gotta wait for that insurance payment
Mm-hmm.
to come in.
I mean, so I guess our next step is to get a hold of Carter. You need to talk to Avery about this too. It seems like a
I feel like Avery needs to know and needs to, we can at least get why he thinks. Because Avery I've been away from the city for a while. So I can't really judge why they were let go.
yeah. Okay. I mean, if we're going to see Avery, maybe Carter shows up there.
That would be lucky. I don't know if our luck is quite that.
This is so unlike myself, but I should offer. I certainly would, should you need me, when the time comes, I could lend my assistance.
Lend your assistance how?
Well, I'm curious to study what they do, to see what they're capable of, and I certainly can handle myself in certain situations.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
If you need me, it's not a must, you understand, but and there would be boons owed for such assistance, but it is offered.
Yeah, we might. Once we find out more intel about the situation, we'll, I mean, we'll be in contact for sure.
Yes, please do. Please do. And tell your friends to come over whenever they're ready.
Okay.
What was his kids or his? This is not Bob asking, but he had somebody with him in one of the episodes.
Yeah,
Heinrich.
Dresselhaus. Yeah.
Okay.
And it is his child. You do know that.
I would know that.
Ah.
Is Heinrich still around?
He is about, I haven't seen him in a few days.
Okay. No reason. I was just curious if you were going to bring just yourself or
Just myself.
not the Chancery.
No. Well,
All right.
however I need to assist, I'm happy to help.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Mr.
my support.
Kalamashari.
It sounds like it's all over but the doing at this point. Things are gathered. You managed to finally find where you believe he was staying. That one, before you can get too close, you do realize is warded.
But I can get somebody in to bust the wards, can't I?
You certainly could just send your child in. It's against spirits.
Does he count as a spirit though?
No.
What the hell are we talking about?
He does not.
Mm-mm.
There's
But
a
he can't
ward
see-
in
Yeah.
the
But he
in the
can't see
tomb.
the
That
fetters.
Erasmus is.
Oh, right.
I can
Because-
at least tell you what's in there. Or we can leave that for next week till you want to decide.
Yeah, let's just leave that for.
Okay. In the meantime, cross town, as we look onto a bustling amount of activity at a power station, where dozens upon dozens upon dozens of people gather, listening to someone speak. A impassioned woman stands before them,
That's what I thought.
talking about the chosen children of the light and of the sun, and how there are enough of them now where no one will be able to stop them. No one living or otherwise. And that's where we'll pick up our story
That Taisha?
next week. For now, I'll award everybody 2 XP.
Ooh.
And we will go back to things as normal, and I'll start here and we'll work our way around. Adam, what was your standout moment for the night?
I mean, I think the entire reveal of the prince and everything is probably the most standout moment for sure.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of interesting reveals ended up happening there about Iris being a grandsire or whatever related.
Yeah.
And
Does
all
that
that.
make her a princess? I don't know.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
Iris probably thinks it does.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Even though there's no such title.
No.
Leave me alone. I'm a princess.
Yeah. You can talk to me like that.
All right. Jeff, how about yourself? Anything different?
Not really. I think really the whole scene with the prince was really good. It was intense, and at least I feel like she believed her story. But with Malkavians, who knows what the actual truth is?
And there's a lot of cryptic stuff in there.
Yeah.
Oh,
That-
I didn't know what the fuck was happening.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. DS, I know since you have such a deep lore with Vicenta and you know what's going on, is there a come to Jesus moment that happened down in that crypt?
Kinda. I think it's always been there.
Mm-hmm.
Like even in dark, like there was one point in Dark Ages where she was gonna fight Ella Messina, but then Ella Messina spilled the beans about what had happened, and she kind of
Forgave her.
not really forgave her, but she needed her to figure out what was going on.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess maybe kinda.
Mm-hmm.
She was, Ella Messina was at least willing to, seem like she was righting her wrongs. And this will probably come out in the next episode or so. Vicenta does have a deep, deep, deep-seated fear of becoming Ella Messina.
Hmm.
A very deep-seated fear that she is going to be Ella Messina, that she will turn into Ella Messina, because, like the prince said, for Vicenta, this has all happened before, and it is happening again. It is all connected. She sees just the echoes of time around and around and around, and it scares the shit out of her. But there is a part of her that is trying to give her, like, this is the exit ramp if you'll listen to it.
Yeah.
So that kind of higher self.
Yeah. Well, little scar legs, what did you learn?
I learned that my legs hurt.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
I missed my pink iMac. That was a dick move.
Oh.
I like. What did I learn?
No, just tell me what you liked. Yeah.
For some reason, I really liked when Vicenta lost her shit when she was mad. I don't know. I don't know what it was. I was just like, it was cool. I guess because like that, it was Quentin that set her off. Like her family, it just
Mhm.
made sense.
Yeah.
That he was hurt.
Yeah.
And then of course I liked finding out I'm royalty.
They're kind of a big deal.
Yeah. No, she's very, very confused, and this runs the risk of driving her even more crazy, trying to piece together what she meant and fit all the theories and what it could mean, because it's like she likes having powers so she can know more, but then it's also a curse because she doesn't know fucking anything. It's all very confusing. So she feels a responsibility to figure it out, even more so now that she knows she's related, or like in this line of important Malkavians. And so I don't think she's ever felt that much like familial pressure. Before it was just Erasmus, like, oh, crazy lion Erasmus, you're his childer. But now it's like, okay, I'm a part of maybe something bigger. I don't know. So it's kind of overwhelming for her.
Yeah. Well, you got what you wanted. You found out about family. Mm-hmm. And boy, did you ever.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens there.
Yeah.
Does she feel like it's a reason to stay at New Orleans, or she's...
Oh, yeah. She's going to see what happens. I mean, part of her wants to be like, yes, Charity, my prince, now I am loyal to you and I will do whatever you say. But part of her is like, but Andre's my buddy. So, because she kept spitting shit about the Lasarm are going to rise again. And I'm like, uh-oh, are you... But then she was like, tell him to be Seneschal.
Oh, sorry, I meant Primogen. If I said that earlier.
You said Seneschal.
Yeah,
That's why we were like,
No. Sorry, I meant Primogen.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
sorry, I misspoke. I realized I did when we were clarifying the terms. I was like, oh, crap. No, I said the wrong one.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Maybe one day.
Like, wow,
If Tony
talking
C
about a fast
has
track.
a bad
Yeah.
time with the Thin Bloods, baby.
I
mean, yeah, maybe.
Move on in.
I was kind of thinking at that point, because I was like, wait, if Tony sees the Seneschal right now,
Yes.
can I trust this guy?
Mm-hmm.
Not like in character. I'm just
No,
playing the character the way
yeah.
I'm playing it. But
No, I'm sorry, I misspoke that
player-wise,
bad.
I'm like,
No, I should have
I'm about to
clarified.
take his job.
Okay. It's all right.
Yeah, no, she said make sure he becomes Primogen. So,
Oh, well,
Yeah.
he'll
yeah.
But she'll keep in mind that she said he might not. Cool.
Yeah. All right. Well, we will find out what happens the next time we meet. Hopefully that'll be in a week or so. We'll keep you posted. But until then, this is GM Tuck wishing you all a good night. Have a good one, everyone.